Good Thursday afternoon, everyone. I'm student meteorologist Kimball.
I'm student meteorologist Reagan.
And it's a fabulous second day of April.
Yes, second day of April. We made it through April Fools. Did you get pranked?
No, I've managed to get avoided by pranks altogether, but I saw a lot of my friends did get pranked and weren't pretty.
Uh-oh. Well, I made it prank-free as well through April Fool's Day, but we didn't make it rain-free.
No, we did not. We actually seen some rain come in now. A couple drops coming to the studio, so I'm like, I didn't bring an umbrella, so that was really bad on my part. So you might want to stay tuned to us because that rain is still coming in a little bit more.
We'll have a lot more on the rain in the area because there are some pretty heavy cells all around our viewing area, including some hail in parts, but not in Tallahassee right now.
Yes, parts of Madison, California are seeing a couple of those hails that we mentioned before.
Also, a lot of wind ahead of these cells as well, especially to the north. We saw quite a bit of wind on our radar system.
Yes, and it's still very dangerous weather outside. It could possibly get severe later on in the day, so make sure you stay tuned to us to find out what's happening about all the cells later on in the show.
Yeah, absolutely. But for now, Jay, did you have a good day today?
Yes, I did. This morning, woke up, went to class, no problem there. Then went to the ice cream social, which Reuben and Ian will talk about a little later in their desk segments. I've got a little more film about that with some of them actually dancing and having a good time.
Yeah. It was a great day to be on campus here at Florida State. But we're going to kind of take a little bit of an overview of what's going to be happening in the show coming up today with myself. We're going to bring it out to the wall right now with that satellite and radar imagery because we've got quite a bit to talk about on radar and satellite right now. Because with those severe storms and severe cells all around to our north and into our eastern areas, we're just keeping an eye on those right now, but nothing in our immediate future, but we'll just keep an eye on that. But as of now, broad picture, clouds in our area as well as some rain and satellite on the radar, but I'm going to step off real quick so that you can see this because it's really not a very crazy picture right now, just portions north of us where seeing lots of rain. Let's jump into those current temperatures. 82 degrees in Tallahassee, 81 in Orlando. 80s is the story throughout all of Florida. A little bit cooler up here in Atlanta at 74 degrees. But as we move on to the next, currently in Tallahassee here, 82 degrees with a little bit of thunder. Thunder is outside, so if you did hear lightning, head on outside right now. Let's look at those weather headlines. Fog is returning tomorrow. If you are driving, the fog could be thick, as well as a warm and sunny Friday with dry air starting to move into the area, so those clouds will get out of here. But rain chances will be on the increase for Saturday.
Well, thankfully not for tomorrow because we're going to see a lot of action going on for much of our sports.
That's right, and I know you're really big into tennis, so what do we got going on in tennis?
Well, our number 32 men's tennis team is playing against Miami, so that's a huge rivalry game against us. So we're going to be looking forward. Come out, support us. We're going to be playing at 5 o'clock, so it's going to be a very big game for us. It's the HCC play, so again, come out and support. Yeah,
absolutely. We're going to have a full forecast on the tennis match later on in the show. But tennis, we're looking good out there. The Noles are, what's our record?
We are 16-6, so we unlocked 6 games, and those 6 games came to all ranked opponents. So it's really, really good that we're only losing to our ranked opponents and not people that we shouldn't be losing to at all. So we're very looking forward to that. Also, with next couple of games, it's going to be all ACC play, so no more out-of-state people. It's all in our league. It's all people that we know play against for a while now, so we're not seeing anything new. No surprises there. Okay. Our men's team is working really hard for each and every single time they come out there and play, so we're really looking forward to them come out and just enjoy.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. I hope to be out there. The weather will be nice with the drier air moving in. I know you play tennis yourself, and it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm on the club team for Florida State, so again, we always come out and support us. We come out and play all the other schools in Florida, and we have some very great competition. University of Florida being one of the biggest ones, they always play against national and make it to the finals of nationals every single year, so that's a big thing to come out and to play them, just see where we are compared to everyone else.
Absolutely, and I know you guys travel as well.
Yes, we do. But for a little bit more about what's happening around locally, let's take it out to Kate.
Thanks, guys. And we're sitting at really warm temperatures, and that really goes with the warm temperatures that we did see today all across the board. 82 degrees here in Tallahassee, 81 Thomasville, 81 in Quincy. We're seeing a little bit cooler in Monticello, 70 degrees, and that's due to some of the storms that they just got in the past hour, which cooled down the temperatures. Satellite and radar, you can't really see too well on this one of what we saw, but we did see those pop-up storms that came up. But if you look around Florida, everywhere else is actually really clear, and we're only seeing a lot of storms up towards North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee, where they're seeing some heavy storms. Futurecast, though, we see a little bit of cloud cover into tonight, but as we push that forward, we're really going to see a lot of sun, and tomorrow we're going to have beautiful weather for tomorrow as well, warm temperatures. But as we go into that, we'll see a little bit rain coming in on Saturday. But for tonight, 59 degrees, really nice. It'll be a good evening. We'll have a little bit of wind, 5 miles per hour, but nothing too bad. When we go into tomorrow's forecast, 85 degrees. Some possible fog in the morning, but really nice for tomorrow. So get out if you can. Enjoy that beautiful weather. It will be really bright and sunny. Also tomorrow, if you want to go out, we do have the tennis match that we did hear Jay talking about. So 81 degrees, they'll be playing against Miami. So if you can, take a check them out. It'll be really great to see them play. And for that 7-day forecast, again, really nice. 85 degrees tomorrow. A little bit chance of rain on Saturday as we see that cold front coming through. Is going to bring down the temperatures just a little to 78 degrees, but that won't really deter anything on your Easter Sunday, which will be 81 degrees and sunny, and we'll get into those nice temperatures into the rest of the week with only a few chances of rain. But I'm going to give this off to Jay, and he's going to give us a look on the southeast.
Indeed, the southeast seeing a lot more action coming up. The past couple of hours, we are seeing a lot more thunderstorms up in Atlanta. We are seeing Cassette, Kimball, Madison County just past us a little bit more, but I'll get into that just a bit with my southeast. Currently, though, we are seeing 82 degrees in Tallahassee, 84 in Montgomery, 81 in New Orleans, so a bunch of 80s all across southeast, quite a warm one. We're going to see a degree drop just a bit, but I'll get into more about that in the next graphic. Today's high for today are 84 degrees in Tallahassee, 84 in Montgomery, 83 in New Orleans. Like I said before, a bunch of 80s for most of the southeast. So again, a lot of high temperatures for the southeast. 24-hour temperature change, I did tease it just a bit. We are seeing a couple of degrees drop just a bit, slightly. We're going to see about close to 6 degrees drop from now to Saturday. So it's going to be quite a cool one going to the weekend. But again, we are the southeast, so a lot more temperature is going to be up in the 80s. So you're going to see maybe high 70s at best for most of the weekend. Futurecast, you're seeing a bunch of activity come from, I'm going to go back to just a second. My graphic happened to just skip on me for just a bit. When we see a lot more Futurecasts, when we go back to it, you're seeing going from Thursday all the way up to Friday about 8 o'clock. You're seeing a bunch of scatter showers here and there for most of the southeast, but a lot of clear temperatures for most of the panhandle. Going from Friday into Saturday, there is a very high chance for rain showers here and there because you're seeing this line of storms come from Friday into Saturday. It starts sweeping its way down to Tallahassee, so you might want to grab the raincoats and rain boots because it's going to be quite a wet one for Saturday. We're seeing a 50% chance of rain for Saturday. So again, like I mentioned before, raincoats and rain boots will be quite a good thing if you're going to go outside for Saturday. Tonight forecast, however, you're seeing 60 degrees in Tallahassee, 59 in Montgomery, 68 in New Orleans, which is quite a cool one for tonight. For tomorrow, you're seeing a bunch of 80s like we saw today, 86 in Tallahassee, 83 in Montgomery. It's going to be quite a stormy one here in Tupelo and New Orleans as well as Shreveport. So quite a stormy one if you're going to be in the southwest part of the southeast. But for more of the sunshine state, we're going to see a lot more sunny weather for the next couple of days. So I know we're all looking forward to that. And just sunny weather, just I like it. Don't you, Matt?
I love the sunny weather, but we're going to bring it back just real quick to talk a little bit more about some severe weather in our area. I'm looking at the radar right now, and it looks like the storm that was since impacting Taylor County has now moved on into Lafayette County. So moving out of our general area, and of course, we're not seeing too much in the way of rain in the immediate Tallahassee area.
Yes, that's a very good thing for us, but we're going to stay tuned to us because you are seeing a bunch of storms in Madison County, like we keep saying, and keep batting into our heads.
Yeah, and severe cells like this are possible. Another one wouldn't be unlikely and wouldn't be a surprise, but we will be keeping an eye on it for you throughout the duration of the evening here. But since then, those storms are starting to move on out of our area.
Yes, but places north of us, they're seeing a lot more severe weather. We saw in Missouri they had a bunch of tornadoes. That has now since ended, but there is a very strong chance of severe weather for parts of the north.
Mm-hmm. The north is seeing a lot more chances of severe weather. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that later on in the show. There was also a chance of hail for our area as well because the upper atmosphere is so cold.
Yes, yeah, with all hail, we're seeing probably like pea-sized hail per se. So again, that can be very dangerous if you're going outside in any parts of the area. The hail is very dangerous. It comes from the sky. It can have a very big impact, even though how small it is. it can have a very big impact on larger areas such as us or cars or anything like that.
Absolutely. So be aware if you do see a storm or dark clouds. Hail could be soon to follow, but we'll definitely keep you updated here.
Yes, but a little more about what's happening around National. Let's take it over to Ian now with the National.
Okay, Matt. Yeah, we actually have a lot of interesting weather going on overall this weekend. Looking forward to that. But for now, you can see the temperatures right now are a little bit on the warm side for much of the southeast. You can see all the way from Texas down to Florida, feeling temperatures in the high 70s and low 80s. 81 in San Antonio, 83 in Dallas, 74 in Atlanta, and a little bit cooler up in the northeast with 61 in Detroit and 73 in Washington, D.C. And you can see Denver, you have a system that is bringing some colder temperatures there along with some snow, 33 in Denver, 50 in Salt Lake City, so cooler temperatures in the northwest, and this will start to make its way towards the east, bringing some interesting weather for the Midwest, including potentially severe weather. As we look at the satellite and radar, you can see that system I was talking about over Denver, and Colorado and Wyoming is seeing a good amount of snowfall right now associated with this frontal system that is moving its way through the Midwest. Towards the east, you can see this right here, this system is associated with the cold front is bringing severe weather. They've already had a tornado in areas in northern Missouri, or rather southern Missouri, but that is going to continue to push towards the east. As you can see, some snowfall up in Maine associated with a warm front. Ahead of that, you have some colder air, which allows that snowfall to occur. But this is going to continue to push off through and cool down the temperatures just a tad bit for the southeast this weekend. But that severe threat is really what is worth mentioning. You can see in southern Missouri, overall tonight, there's going to be a decent chance for tornadoes, about a 10-20% chance, but there's an additional threat of hail and strong winds. But this is what to expect this time of the year when you have these cold fronts moving on through. All of that convective material allows this to happen as you have that southerly flow associated with the colder air from the north. So that allows this to happen, and you get severe weather such that you see here. And as we move on through, we have the Mid-Atlantic Rainmaker, as we have named it, that's moving on, bringing a good amount of rainfall for the northeast, and that will continue to push on through into the weekend, and that will dry out after this passes through for them there. As we move down towards the south, you can see northern Florida is dry here. We had some rain earlier this afternoon, but that is pushing its way towards the east. You can see Memphis, north of Memphis, they had a system go through there as well in Tennessee. But that will continue to push on through as we have this interesting weather moving on. And moving on into the west, you can see the snowfall that is going over southern Missouri right now and bringing a decent amount, up to an inch of snowfall for them. And that will continue to snow overall into the night as this system continues to push off towards the east, giving them decent rain chances there. And looking out further, you can see rather dry in the southern portion of the southwest. Futurecast shows we have some the cold fronts moving on through that will continue to make its way, bringing rainfall for the northeast, and that will dry out most of the area in the southeast after it passes on through, cooling temperatures just a tad bit for the lows overnight. Washington warning, you see that severe weather threat associated with that cold front moving on through. And as you look at that, that is going to continue to bring a good amount of rain for those flood warnings. Delays right now, there's not a whole lot to speak of. You have to use a little bit of math here in New York City, but that is associated with the cold front. Atlanta has some issues there as well that has to have ground stop. But as we move on through tonight's forecast, temperatures are on the mild side for much of the country, cooling off in the west. And looking on to tomorrow's forecast, rather warm. 80 in Dallas. We have warmer temperatures in the southwest. But we're going to send it off to Reuben with more on the local weather.
Thank you, Matt. Well, mild around the whole country, but above average for Tallahassee. We saw 84 degrees today. It's 7 degrees above our average. It's going to stay very mild. It was a very sunny outside, very nice day. Didn't come anywhere close to records, however. Right now it's 82 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, that dew point, and humidity is starting to increase a little bit as we see sort of a summer-like pattern develop around our area. Current satellite and radar right now, we saw a mainly clear sky until about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, where we saw these hit-and-miss pop-up thunderstorms appear. Very summer-like, what we would see in June and July. So is what we saw today in develop. We saw some thunder and lightning associated with them, but nothing more than that. Maybe a little bit of hail associated with those. So around the tri-state area, 82 degrees in the metro, Tallahassee, 81 in Valdosta, 79 down in Gainesville. So it's a very warm day all around. Everyone is above average with the exception of the cities. Panama City, 72 degrees around average just because the Gulf Coast is clear, cooling them off just a tad. So water vapor imagery, we see it's not exactly dry except for around Texas. However, we see some moisture associated with a cold front to our north trying to push its way through Atlanta and through central Alabama. And we have a little bit of green right behind the Tallahassee marker, which would indicate those thunderstorms that you saw earlier on the map. So looking at our future cast, tomorrow is going to seem, it's going to be a carbon copy of today. We're going to see clearing skies overnight because those pop-up thunderstorms will dissipate as the nighttime cooling commences. As we go through the day, we'll see very clear skies. We might see a pop-up shower or two around here, to our east, etc. And for tonight's forecast, we're going to see 59 degrees, uniform 59 to 60 degrees around our area. In tomorrow's forecast, we're going to see 85 degrees in Tallahassee, 83 in Monticello. So it's going to be another very beautiful afternoon with winds coming out of the south-southwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And now we are going to go back to the desk and we are going to talk more about weather.
Yeah, in fact, we're going to be talking about our president in weather. Throwing it back a little bit to Thomas Jefferson. A little known fact, Thomas Jefferson was an avid weather watcher. He actually kept a daily log of weather, including temperatures, highs and lows, and he kept this even into his presidency.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
So a statesman, he was an avid weather watcher, and also our current president, President Obama, he's an avid weather watcher as well, isn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. He's making a good push for moving a system, rather a hut in the garden, because Lady Michelle Obama, she installed a little rain gauge that is measuring weather, a part of a program that they have there. And Obama wants to continue that and have a system that measures pressure, his instruments that measure temperature, even the dew point, all of that. Really great stuff, and that's what they're making a push for. So, but we are going to throw it back to the desk, or back to the wall with more.
Well, wall, desk, I like it either way because we're still talking about weather. Let's look at these current conditions across the Sunshine State. Fort Myers right now is your only one living up to its name. Key West got a few partly cloudy skies down there. But for the most of the peninsula, we're sitting in the upper 70s and the low 80s. Pensacola is the only cooler spot at 75 degrees. Let's take a look at that satellite and radar right now because it's really starting to get a little bit cloudier as you move down the peninsula in portions of central Florida, as well as North Florida is where we saw that supercell develop over into Taylor County. Since then, it's diminished quite a bit, not posing much of a threat right now except for some farmlands and portions northeastward of Perry. Water vapor imagery, we can really start to see in this orange here that the dry air is starting to move on into our area. This is going to keep those rain chances down a little bit for our Friday, but unfortunately they head back up on our Saturday. But we're going to jump into a tour of Florida right now, looking at that radar because you can really see where those storms fired in our viewing area here in Tallahassee. This large storm here down northeast of Perry, that one caused possibly a bit of hail on the ground. We haven't had confirmed reports of that right now, but based off of radar signature, we could see that possibility of some hail was falling, as well as the storms to our north. But since then, it's starting to get a little bit quieter around our area. Pushing on over to the Jacksonville coastline, we are clear right now. Just a nice little sea breeze and a couple spotty showers off in the Atlantic waters. As we move down into central Florida, you're just a little bit spotty with some heavy cells north of Lake Okeechobee. But if you're heading to see the mouse in Orlando, you're clear right now for the time being. Moving down to South Florida just a little bit, this is just some false signatures on our radar, but really clear aside from some cloud cover in Broward County as well as West Palm Beach into Miami, but that could change a little bit tomorrow. Possibility of some sea breeze storms into Glades and Hendry County down in South Florida. But future cast temperatures, let's take a look at this because let's see if those temperatures take much of a dive. They're not going to go down too far, just in the mid-50s in our area. 55 degrees is what we're calling for tomorrow morning as you wake up, and rebounding quite nicely into the day tomorrow, 82 degrees and clearing for our Friday afternoon. You're going to enjoy it as we move into Friday overnight hours. We can see those temperatures kind of leveling off just a little bit. And if you start to see to the northwest of that picture, you can see the cold front possibly starting to push in. Tonight, we're looking at 60 degrees in Tallahassee. Moving down the states, much of the same story. Key West is the warm spot, as well as tomorrow. We're moving into Friday. Look at all those suns. Absolutely beautiful out. 84, the warm in Miami, 86 in Central Florida, and 83 in Tampa. But now, Alyssa, you're going to give us a little bit of a preview of some more weather things.
Yes, of course. We're going to be looking at the southeast today. And now today we had pretty clear conditions, a few spotty showers here and there, but around Tallahassee it's been pretty clear. Now up towards Mississippi and Tupelo, we did see some spotty showers and thunderstorms, but you can see it moving off across and it will be clearing out by Friday morning. Now our current conditions, we're pretty warm here in Tallahassee, 82 here, and Tupelo is cooler with 76. Cloudy conditions allowing that sun to not really bear down on us, so it's feeling pretty comfortable out there. In Little Rock, seeing a little bit of cloud cover, allowing those conditions to be nice and cool as well. Now our relative humidity is not too bad. We're sitting at 46 here in Tallahassee. New Orleans, it's a bit higher with 61. You can see it is a lot of moisture there, and so it's feeling a bit more uncomfortable there, but here in Tallahassee we're feeling pretty nice with 46 humidity and nice cool conditions. Now for our water vapor, we have some moisture to the north of us, and we have some dry conditions coming in from Texas from today, but moving into tomorrow morning, we will be seeing some nice sunny conditions, and it will be a nice, beautiful day like we saw today. Now, like I said, Friday morning, pretty clear conditions. We do have some storms up towards the north near Tennessee, kind of moving out of the area though, but coming back to the southeast, it is looking pretty clear, and as the day moves on, we do see some rain coming from Texas area and some cloud buildup moving into Friday night. Now here is where you see that cold front starting to happen. You can see this moisture ahead of the cold front into Saturday night. Now we're going to see some moisture start producing, and then Saturday night we will be feeling those conditions drop down a bit, and it's going to be feeling quite cooler. Now for tonight, we're seeing 60 degrees in Tallahassee, 68 in New Orleans. It's a bit higher there in Little Rock with 65, but across the Florida panhandle, it's looking pretty cool in the 60s. Down there in Miami, we have 71, 74 in Key West, so it's a little warmer, but it's going to be pretty nice conditions. Now tomorrow we're looking at 86 in Tallahassee, nice day like today, so enjoy that sunshine. Looking a little stormy in Tupelo, but across Florida we have nothing but sunshine. Now we're going to throw it back to Reuben and Ian at the desk.
Thank you, Alyssa. Well, weather stories for right now. We have a super typhoon in the northern Pacific.
Oh yeah, we had a super typhoon. It is since then weakened, but it was a Cat 5 in our scale.
It was a Cat 5 at one point.
With winds over 150 miles an hour. And this was a strengthening storm until it has reached a pocket of dry air along with a good amount of shear, which causes the top of the storms to pretty much collapse. But it is still expected to make a landing in the northern Philippines and cause still some damage there.
Yeah, it's expected to reach the northern Philippines over the weekend to become a tropical storm by the time it hits, thankfully. However, there is a threat of storm surge, mudslides, just overall damage that we don't want to see, that we recently saw with Cyclone Pam out in Vanuatu. So now we're going to send it back to the wall with Jay.
Thank you, Reuben. It's been another gorgeous day around Tallahassee. Not as much we saw at 5 o'clock. We saw some showers come in, but I'll tell you more about that in just a bit. For today's high, we saw at 84 degrees, so it's quite a warm one today in Tallahassee. The low being 61. That's gonna drop a little bit more later on into the weekend. But again, I'll get into that with more of the future cast and temperatures in just a bit. Satellite radar, you're seeing a bunch of showers here and there. Where you did see in Madison County, they are seeing a couple pea-sized hail in the area, so it's very dangerous if you're going to be in Madison County. But everywhere else, you're going to see a lot more overcast skies in the next couple of hours. That will be mixed way out of Tallahassee, and we see more sunshine on Friday. Currently, you're seeing 82 degrees in Tallahassee, overcast skies as well in Valdosta and in Panama City. But again, it's quite a warm one here in much of the capital city and the Panhandle as well. So it's been a southeast and a lot more sunnier skies if you're to the north of us. Futurecast, like I said before, we're going to see a bunch of 80s and 70s for tonight. Going to tomorrow morning, it's going to be quite a cold one. If you have to get classes at 8 a.m. like I do, make sure you bring a jacket. It's going to be quite a cool one. But when we go out into Friday around noon for tonight, noon for Friday, excuse me, it's going to be quite a warm one in the 80s. And going to Saturday, you're seeing a bunch of temperatures in the 70s. It's going to be quite a cool one if you have anything on the weekend. But showers do make its way into Tallahassee by Saturday. You're seeing a 50% chance of showers, so it'll be quite a cool one, but quite a rainy one. So you might want to bring a jacket and a raincoat just in case for Saturday. Tonight's forecast, you're seeing 59 degrees in Tallahassee. It's a nice evening. Winds will be turning calm with winds to south and 5 miles per hour, so quite a cool one. For tomorrow in Tallahassee, you're seeing 85 degrees. Morning fog will be possible, so make sure you keep the headlights on low if you're going to go outside tomorrow morning. As well, it's going to be a beautiful afternoon for Friday. But for Saturday, not so much. You're actually 50% chance of showers. It's going to be quite a stormy one for Saturday. So make sure you bring the raincoats and rain boots. You'll be needing it if you have any plans for Saturday. But that won't be lasting too much longer on Sunday as well. And on the sand, it's going to be quite a good day to go out boating. South winds is 5 to 10 miles per hour. Surf 2-3 feet. So quite a cool one and quite a rocky one on the water with the south miles per hour and the waves kind of rocking back and forth. As I said, on the water, you can be smooth like chalk. Beautiful boating conditions. So again, go on the water, have some fun. On Friday, last day of classes, go have some fun in the sun. It's been quite a good one compared to the rest of the week because we had a lot more showers and not so great temperatures for the past couple of weeks. Today, for FSU tennis forecast, we're gonna go back to that in just a bit. Like my graphs love skipping on me today for some reason. We're gonna take it back just a bit where we're gonna see the tennis match on Friday at 5 o'clock. It's going to be quite a good one for the tennis forecast. We're playing against Miami on Friday at 5. We are number 32 in the nation, so again, it's quite a good one. And for 7-day forecast, Easter is going to be on Sunday. That's why we see this hoppy bunny here and there for Sunday. Going to the rest of the week, you're seeing temperatures in the 80s, and rain forecast is going to say just about 30% for Monday. And later on in the week, you're seeing temperatures go right up to the 80s, and rain forecast going to 10%. Now let's head back to the desk with Ian and Reuben.
Thank you, Jay. I like those rabbits. But hey, Reuben, I heard there was an ice cream social on Landis today.
Yes, there was an ice cream social today. There were a lot of people out there. There was a bouncy house. There was dancing. They were doing the wobble and the cha-cha slide and all that sort. They had free ice cream. I got myself some chocolate chip cookie dough flavor.
Oh,
and
that's my favorite.
it was a good time. And it was hosted by John Thrasher. He was scooping out some ice cream. And it was just a fun time for everyone today.
That's awesome. It's nice to see him doing stuff for students, and it's a hot day today, so that ice cream I'm sure went down pretty smooth. If you look ahead at our weather, you can see we have a cold front moving through on Saturday, but Easter Sunday is going to be great. If you want to like us on Facebook, you can like us on FSU Weather.
You can follow us on Twitter as well. We have an Instagram page, and you can always watch us anytime at livestream.com/FSU Weather. For FSU Weather, I'm student meteorologist Reuben Weiner.
And I'm student meteorologist Ian Cassette. We hope you really enjoy your Easter weekend up ahead. We have
and your Passover Seders as well.
That too. So have a great Thursday night.